Well, hey, y'all. How'd you like that Christmas music? Was that crazy? I told you it was going to be good. Even though he has been a pain in my butt today, I told you he was going to put together great music. So you guys on live stream, if you can hear me and you can see me well, give me some thumbs up, give me something. We're trying to make sure everybody can hear us. Lee will keep me posted on the call part. Thank you. Yeah, that's great. Thank you. See, you normally don't want to give me that thumbs up, do you? No. No, you don't normally, because I'm telling you to, you won't to. Okay, I get it. So I'm going to tell you that last few times we've done this, either one thing or the other has dropped. So have your phone handy with the number and have your live stream ready, because you never know if our military Navy guys are going to fly over and take our signal away for the call or for live stream. It happens. But we will be back. Just be patient. So I'm looking here. This is weird. My computer is not showing me the remarks, so I'm having to watch my iPad. Lord knows, God knows, I am not a good multitasker, one thing at a time. So I'm going to try to keep up with what we're doing here. I see Pam. Hi, Pam. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Christina. Hey, Kim Banks. Yeah, we got a few on here. Let's see what's it. Look, it's 9 o'clock and people have had a hard work. And, you know, I got to tell you, I wasn't sure I wanted to show up, except it was my live stream. So I kind of had to show up. So that's how it is. Hey, Crystal Burke, how are you? Multitasking here, Stephanie. I'm jealous. Be quiet, Stephanie. Quit telling me you can do that. That's wrong. Adriana on our team. Good to see you, sweetheart. I hear you got a birthday coming up soon. Lisa, good to see you. Julie. Melissa on our team. Sophia Walker, my sister from another mother. Yes, a bunch of you are showing up. This is great. Hey, Marie from down in South Carolina. How are you, my friend? Thank you for joining me. Mary. Let's see, Leslie is on with us. Hello, hello, hello. Dina is on with us. Hey, Dina. Hey, don't forget, if it's your first time, don't forget to post in the live stream that it is your first time joining us and where you're from. I love to see that. What you doing, Bibster? Why you coming close? You know you're going to get slapped.
I just want to tell you, romper room's over. Let's go.
Hey, I get to play rock. You hear him? He don't want me to say hi to y'all. Y'all better get on him. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? That's all right. That's all right. What is with him? You people on the call, I'm telling you, Lee Bibb, I don't know. He's not getting nothing for Christmas. I'm telling you, because he forgets I'm Miss Santa Claus and he needs to stop that stuff. Telling me to quit playing Romper Room. I will play Romper Room all night if I want to play. This is my part of the live stream. Your music is over, Mr. Bibb. So you just sit on over there in that chair and you run the controls for me with taping this whole program. Thank you very much. I told him. So, okay, let's see. Who else do we have here? Julie Hines, you're prepping books while watching. Excellent, excellent. Slap him hard. That's what I'm talking about. It reminds me of Steel Magnolias. Just slap him hard. It works. You better watch out, Bibster. Yeah, that's a problem, Bibster. You like that stuff. What the world? Hey, Phyllis, you back again. And Karen Lopez. Okay, so if you're joining us for the first time, I'm hoping that it is because you are in our Onward group with all the other representatives. If you're not and you're just here because this crazy lady came on and you're like, what is she talking about? And what is Friday night and all that stuff? We are here. We deal with life. We deal with business. If you are in my group, you know that we have a group of close to 17,000 representatives now globally, most of them in the US, but Canada, Australia, United Kingdom. I mean, they coming from all over anymore. They're finding us. Maybe if you've watched a YouTube and you found out about is Tim Brown out there? He did not say nothing. Tim Brown? Tim Brown.
Friday phone with Molly and Lee.
Okay, well, I did not see that pop up here. So, Tim Brown, how are you, baby? Hey, Tim, did you see my cookie for National Cookie Day? Did you see it? Did you see it? Like chocolate chip with a touch of bacon? Salty and sweet, baby. You would think that's not good, but I'm telling you, it's my cookie. It needs to win. It needs to win National Cookie Day with Avon. It really does. I'm telling you, salty and sweet. It's just great. So, Sharika is with us. Hello, my friend. So you are here because you're probably part of our Onward group or you're watching me on YouTube. So a lot of you are on my team that are on here, which is great. I always love to see our team. Our team is moving forward. I love that my team does what it says it's supposed to do. We believe on our team that you can rush and you can try to get somewhere quickly, but in that case, it's kind of like building your house on the sand and you are fearful of it crumbling. I believe in slow and steady and consistent. And if you build this business and you are slow, steady, and consistent, and slow does not mean stay on the couch for 3 days and then decide to get up and maybe move and grab a book and look at it or something. That's not what it means. It means quit being jerky, quit. Oh, I'm all for it one day and I'm all against it the next day, or maybe I feel like it the next day. No, slow, steady, consistent is how we have built our team. And when we do that, we don't see these sudden drives up or these sudden drives down. We feel the consistency of growing a little at a time, and the team gets strong and people on our team become more confident in what they're doing. And that's what we are. That is what we're looking for. Rochelle Molly is here. I'm here, girl. So I'm here, right here. Yes, I am. Nancy, I see Nancy's here. Heather is here. Lots of you joining us, coming in here in the last few minutes. So this is our last Friday night call for 2017. Normally we do one more, but look, I'm not stupid. If Lee and I are busy with our family and our schedules, then I know you guys are trying to do the same. You're trying to get the last of those 25 orders in. You're putting or out. You're trying to put those 26 orders in. You got one coming up upon you. You're trying to buy your kids Christmas. You trying to take them to see Santa Claus. You trying to like help out at the church and volunteer here and doing your fundraisers. And believe me, nobody gets this time of the year more than me. That and owning a business is absolutely crazy sometimes. So we figured we are going to give you a break from us. Now, yeah, we'll be on live streams here and there, helping you out with stuff. I'll still be posting, still be doing that kind of stuff, making sure I keep you up to date with everything. But our next call will actually be January the 12th, if I got that right. I have to check with Bibster. You can tentatively mark it down. But I think our first one for the new year is January 12th. So put that on your schedule book. But I got to thinking, last year at this time, I believe the last call of the year last year, I had JP on here with me. And we talked about how we got to meet each other and how we both looked up to one another. And we talked about struggles in life and business and had a good time. And I always think that at the end of the year, it is always a good time to reflect, just to reflect on, last year at this time, I asked you the same question. I asked you, where do you want to be a year from now? Think of yourself. I mean, quit this stuff with I want to be Captain Platinum and you're only a silver ambassador. I want to be Captain Platinum too, okay? But I know it's going to take some work and it's going to take some time. So long, big, hairy goal, that's good. But in a year span, where did you want to be? I've seen a lot of you place goals, and you've not only met those goals, but you've even gone further. I've watched a lot of people, with a group of almost 17,000. You see a lot, and I don't comment on everything, but I do see a lot. I see a lot with my team. I watch people who are saying that they're full-time all the time with this. They got it. They're dedicated. They know what they want. They want to build this business. And then I watch them slip off into Never Never Land for a couple of weeks, or they know better than to come in and Onward and complain, but I'm not seeing them do anything. They're not posting about what they're doing. But, all of a sudden I see about October and November, people saying they're not real happy with where they're at. And, they've kind of let themselves down, or maybe they're in the habit of blaming Avon for something that they didn't do, something that they didn't have. And in reality, whether it's life or whether it's business, somewhere along the line, you have to take the bull by the horns, and you have to decide not just what you want, but do you want it bad enough? How badly do you want it? And are you willing to take the steps forward in order to do it? One of the things I talk about quite often in my story, two things actually. One thing is that for the longest time in my first marriage, I was unhappy, but yet to fix what wasn't fixable, and I kept doing that. They say that doing the same thing over and over again and it not working is, that's just crazy. It is just crazy. It's insanity. And I kind of did that. I was the person who said, I know I can make this work. And in reality, as I realized a long time ago, that the reason I wanted to make something work was mainly because I was too scared of what I needed to do in order to become better, in order to do better, in order to give my kids better. I was scared to death to walk away from what was unhealthy. I was scared to death that I was going to fail, even though it was quite evident that I was not moving ahead to make anything better in my life. Everybody has a point. Everybody has a breaking point. And obviously I had a breaking point. And during the second separation from him, I just decided no more. And in the middle of the night, I packed up. That sounds like insanity, right? You just pack up and you leave at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. But I did, and I was scared. And what I knew then is I had 2 people who were depending on me, 2 young people, my 2 boys. And it wasn't going to be easy, but I kept pressing on. I didn't leave my first husband ever saying I was going to have 3 jobs, that I was going to have to get 3 jobs to survive, that I was going to have to work 3 different places in order to survive, because had I thought about that, I'm not quite sure I would have done it. I didn't think that I would be living with my brother as long as I lived with him. I didn't think that giving up my home would be as painful as it was. But I figured out that what was more painful was staying in that situation. Many times I said to myself, what the hell are you doing, Molly? Did you realize that you just left this? It was comfort. You may have been miserable. You may have been unhappy. May not have been everything that you wanted, but it was safe. It felt safe. No, it was comfortable. It wasn't safe. It was comfortable. And I realized that I needed to do something. And I knew that I deserved more, and my kids deserve more. So I did it. And once I made the step and I did it, it was like, oh no, it's done. And the jobs came, still had my full-time job, started delivering newspapers in the middle of the night. You know the story. And for those who don't, you need to go watch my YouTube. It's all there. Delivered papers in the middle of the night. And then of course I found Avon. For a while I worked at Target as a cashier. Anything that needed to be done, I did it. But there's one thing that I learned in this journey when I picked Avon up along the way. I realized from watching a lot of people that if I could figure out what actions worked for me, that I could do this, and I could do this full time, that I could do this and I can make this work, that I could do this and I could keep building and I could claim any paycheck I wanted if I was willing to do what I wanted to do. If I was willing to do the hard work. If I was willing that when something didn't work to look at it and focus and try to figure out what did I need to do differently. If I decided that I was going to quit whining about so many people on my team who weren't doing anything or who were stagnating and trying to figure out why they weren't doing something, and I figured out that I just needed to go after more people on my team. I needed to go after new people and bring them on. I needed to communicate with people who I hadn't been communicated on and see if anything had changed. There are so many things that I realized that maybe I could have moved a lot faster, but I had some learning to do. See, I think many of you think that you're supposed to come into this business and you're just supposed to get it and it's supposed to happen. Everybody's supposed to figure out that you are now an Avon representative and you're owning your own business. You're trying to build it, and everybody should immediately become your customer, and anybody who says they need money should immediately jump on your team. And if it's working right, if it's meant to be, that's how it's supposed to be. I don't think so, Cupcake. I do not think so. I don't know who fed you that stuff, but that is not how this rolls. Owning your own business, it's difficult. Owning your own business, it is a learning experience. Earning your own business is falling down and getting back up, not once, not twice, many, many, many times. Many times. Owning your own business is trying something that you may have seen somebody else try and thinking that maybe that could work for you. And it may not work for you exactly how they did it, but maybe you could tweak it. Maybe you could figure out what you can do. Owning your own business means you're going to have people come into your business, whether it be a customer who orders from you one time and then they may never order from you again. That you're going to have customers who come in and they may order once every 3 months. You may have customers who come in and you may find some who order every campaign. You're going to find team members who come in and they pay $25, $50, $100 for a kit, and they may never put in a first order. You're going to find some who don't listen to anything you say, and they buy a $25, $50, $100 kit, and their first order is going to be $14 because they just wanted to do what they wanted to do. You are not the boss. You are the leader. I need you to concentrate on what could you possibly be looking at wrong in this thing we call business. See, most businesses have a boss, a supervisor, a CEO that says, I'm hiring you and you're going to do X, Y, and Z. You're going to fold those shirts that way. You're going to line those cans up this way. You are going to say this to the customer when they come up to the window. You are going to respond this way, whether you're right or wrong, no matter what. That's a boss-employee mentality. And I watch so many of you post in Onward, or you'll private message me and say, I just don't understand why my team won't do what I tell them to do, because you're not their boss. You don't get to tell them what to do, and then they are just supposed to do it. If they wanted that, they could go work at Target. They could go make a hourly wage and just follow the instruction, and then if they don't show up, they don't get paid. You're not their boss. And if you signed up for this thing, especially the leadership part, to be somebody's boss. See, this is where a lot of the older DSMs and even some of the coaches now, this is what they're trying to learn. This is what they struggle with. They struggle with, Kane, do you want to get behind me, buddy? Go ahead. Okay, sorry guys, my doggy wanted to get out. He felt trapped. Hold on here. Okay, he felt trapped. He almost made a fall. this is where they got it wrong. See, they had a boss, whether it was Scott White or Margaret Grumman or whoever it was, whoever is with them, they're regional, who says, you need to do this and you need to tell representatives this and you need to get them to do that. And that's a boss employee situation. The deal is they're a coach with us. They're not our boss. They don't get to say, you need to go out and bring 3 more people into your team and you need to do it before the end of 26. That's your job. That's what you should do. If that's what you're hearing, that's not right. It's like me telling you, go out there. Look, I can say if you want to grow and make a good growth significantly, bring 1 to 3 people into your business a campaign. Think about it. If you brought 1 person into your business every campaign, that's 26 new recruits. If you brought 2 people in, that's 52 new team members. I can tell you this is how you're going to see growth. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. What you need to make sure is happening is that you are reflecting outwardly the fact that this is boss life. That doesn't mean that you're the only boss. That means that everybody that you bring into this company, they're a boss too. See, we can't preach #boss life. We can't preach, don't ever have anybody tell you what to do again. You know, have your business as big as you want it, no matter what. And then say, you're not serious about your business. Look, you're not doing this, this, and this. You may feel like somebody is not serious about their business. And in reality, maybe they're just not as serious as you. Look, I'm not picking on you. I'm talking to you because I've been where you're at. I'm telling you this because I felt this way at one time. I'm telling you this because I used to concentrate on all the people on my team who weren't doing anything instead of going out and finding people who wanted to be self-responsible, take on their own responsibility to take anything I gave them suggestion-wise or anything that Avon gave them tool-wise or anything that we've all shared and say, if you take this and you use these tools, you could possibly build the same boss life that you say that you want that I'm living right now. But I'm not going to stand behind my team and say, why aren't you doing this? Why did you fail that campaign? Why didn't you bring in 2 people? You know, when my team members have Skypes with me, one-on-ones with me, FaceTimes with me, Zooms with me, look, I'll send out a reminder for a Zoom call because I schedule them monthly and people can forget. But when I have a one-on-one with somebody on my team, they want coaching from me. They want to run things past me. They want to talk about their business, their boss life with me. I do not chase them for those one-on-ones. I'm doing what I need to do to grow my business. But it is up to them to be self-sufficient to say, this call is important enough to me that, you know what, I need to be the one who reaches out to Molly for this. When my team wants to talk to me, they will say, hey, look, you know, I need to talk to you. When can we schedule this? Janae did it just, I thought I saw, yeah, Janae is on here. Hey, Janae. Janae did it the other night. She called and she said, or she texted me and said, I really need to talk to you. I've got an idea. I want to see what you think about this. When can we talk? When she asked me the night before, I said, Janae, I'm booked up. I can't talk to you tonight. And she like made her sad faces and sent me all these, you know, things to try to make me feel bad. You know, Janae can be that way, just so you know. She's like, you know, Mama don't love me. I knew what she was sending. She was trying to send them bad vibes. But as soon as I had a chance to look at my calendar, I said, hey, I do have some openings, you know, today. Do you want to talk tonight? What do you want to do? And yes, Janae, you are spoiled. Yes, you are, but that's okay because I'm the one who did it. And I said, yeah, we can do that. And we did. You know, it was so cool. It's like when we have these talks, we do the FaceTime, private messenger video, and, you know, she's cooking dinner and Layla was there and we're saying hi and we're talking about business and we're talking about life. And it was important enough to her. She made the call. She'll tell you that's me. Brenda Lloyd will tell you that. I don't make the call to them. They make the call to me. Jason Fowler will tell you that. It's up to them to call me, to call Lee. This is how it is. You want coaching from me? You know why? I don't want to be your boss. It's not that I don't care. I want my team to own boss life. I want my team to own and act as though they want this business, this boss life. And if they feel like a conversation with me can help them and strategizing with me can help them, that's what I want to give them. But it's up to them to do this. Yeah, JP, you're right. She was trying to guilt trip me, but I was on to her. I was on to her, JP. It didn't work. I spent years, you know, I've been in this business almost 14 years, and that's really not a long time. It sounds like it, but it's not. And for years, when somebody didn't perform, I would say, it must be me. I'm a bad leader. I'm not getting my point across. They don't go out and do what I do. They're still buying 20 daggone books, and they know that if they have 10 customers, 20 books are not going to do it. What's wrong with these people? They're not listening to me. No, I'm sure they heard me. It's just what I wanted for their business obviously was really not what they wanted for their business. We cannot preach that we can have boss life and then try to be their boss. It doesn't work that way, guys. And when you do that and you think they're not reaching out to you, they're not answering you, I always just exhale. I lost the number a long time ago of people who come on my team and they never communicate with me. I've reached out. I reach out when I send the recognition with everything. Our private Facebook group is there for them. Onward, the big group, is there for them. I've said reach out at any time, and they don't until something happens and they have a problem, because you know what? They're running their business their way. That's the way it should be. If they don't want to be President's Club, that's not my problem. It is not my problem to find a way to make them get to President's Club. I want people at President's Club who want to be at President's Club. This can become exhausting. Do you realize that your team members can suck the life out of you if you let them? But let me be clear, you can suck the life out of yourself by worrying about what every single one of them are doing. Lisa Wilbur said something a long time ago, and I still live by it. She has an 80-20 rule. Do you know that 80% of your team is going to do exactly what the heck they want to do, and 20% is going to say, I want to take whatever they're telling me and I want to put it into practice, and I want to do what Molly says. I want to do this slow, steady, and consistent, and I want to do this right. I want to build this right, and they will. They will put things into practice. They know that in order to be a leader and to show people how to share and sell product, they know that they need to be doing the same. Anybody who comes to me and tells me they want to be a leader, and they've been in this business a while, a year, 2 years, and your sales are not over $300 or $400, you are not President's Club or above. You, in my opinion, just my opinion, this isn't Avon's opinion, this is just Molly Stonebibb's opinion, so, you know, pull your big girl panties up and just take it like a woman, okay? Just don't put the diaper on yet. I don't think you're serious about your business. I think that you want somebody else to come in and do all the work, but yet you can't show them how much you do. I remember somebody telling me you cannot be an executive leader and be a rose circle. Off the phone? Yeah. Off the phone? Hold on, guys, on live stream. Thanks, babe. I didn't even hear it click that time. Bum, 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 bum. Okay.
Hold on, Molly, trying to get back on.
Ooh, it says it's attempting.
You still there?
Oh, wait a minute. Get rid of the hook.
I heard a ding. That's you.
Hey guys, am I back on, baby? Am I back on?
There you are.
Okay, I'm sorry. Lost my mojo there for a minute, guys. Sorry about that. Thank you, Navy. It's all good. You cannot. You have to lead by example. You know, Lisa Wilbur is not President's Club because she has to be. Well, in order to go on the trips, she has to be. The big trips that you go on, you do. But Lisa Wilbur has been a top seller. She earned these trips by selling huge when she first came on in this business. But she has been where she wants her representatives to be, and she knows that she has to lead by example, which means she is President's Club or above. I don't feel like that it is, as a leader, even a leader, an adopted mom to so many of you who opening up Onward to you guys, for me to be able to say, if I cannot be a top seller, President's Club or above, and I can't think of a time except the first year I have ever been less than honor society with this company. And I feel like I need to be able to tell you, absolutely, as a leader, yes, you can. You can get out there. You can. And by the way, how in the world am I going to lead people to find sales? How am I going to lead people to find customers? How am I going to tell people how I got out there and built a business if I've never gotten out there and built that business? If I have an order for $400 one campaign, and the next 3 campaigns I have one for $215, where is the slow, steady, and consistent in that? How can I ask my team to try to reach President's Club if I have not reached it myself? I don't know. Maybe it was my mom. Lead by example. Be perform what you be, who you would like, be the thing that you would like to see in your team. If I'm somebody who was constantly telling my kids what they shouldn't do, telling them, don't lie, don't lie, don't lie, but yet I lie to them all the time, I don't think they're going to take what I'm having to say very seriously. There are people that you watch in this business all the time and you go, oh, well, it just comes easy for them. I've got news for you. There is nothing in this business that comes easy. There is nothing in this business that comes easy. Now, you may get to a point in your business where after you establish your customer base, but so big that you feel like you can get comfortable and you're like, okay, I've got all the customers I want. But let me tell you, there is nothing easy about building it until you get there. Business isn't supposed to be easy when you're building it. And the leadership part, that's residual income. Well, Molly, I'm sorry. I started building a team and I am President's Club, but you know what? I'm making, $38, every 2 weeks. That's my leadership check. Oh yeah, they gave me that measly 3% extra on what I'm doing. But Molly, I'm not. Well, how long have you been a representative? 5 years. How long have you been a leader? 3 years. Shame on you. Are you serious? Your checks are $38. You've been a leader for 3 years? Do I call you lazy or do I call you a unicorn because it just doesn't exist? The business don't exist like that. Because if you're bringing in 3 or 4 people a year at 26 campaigns, you're not going to be anything more than $38 or $50. You're not. It's not happening. Where do you want to be? If you're, I got to tell you where everybody ought to be right now with the new compensation plan coming. Let me be very clear with you. If you are a leader, The only thing you should be looking at right now, if you are a promoter up to a gold ambassador, you better be looking at bronze leader. Because under the new compensation plan, the real money, the money where it's going to start making a difference, is bronze leader. You know, I got to thinking about this thing. There's a lot of people in a lot of groups that I'm not even a part of, but I hear the back talk on it. People are very upset because, well, you know, I made gold leader and I got 2 silver ambassadors, and you know, and I don't have a bronze leader, and you know, and let me tell you what's really funny about those gold ambassadors and people, silver ambassadors that you have. Once they've served their purpose for you, they just stay there. If they're supposed to do $3,000 every campaign, are you okay if they doing 3,000, 3,100? And if they're still doing 3,000, 3,100 6 months later, I'd have to ask, why is that? Okay, well, Molly, I don't need Molly. They're all right. They're all right. They're where I need them. I can keep my title because they're where they're supposed to be. It's all right if they're not working to get the, you know, gold ambassador or bronze. It's all right. Oh, that sounds like it's all about you, Cupcake. So why in the world would you be okay with, oh yeah, look, I'm excited every title I see on my team. I see somebody move from promoter to star promoter to bronze ambassador to silver to gold, you know, bronze leader, moving on up, executives. Oh my goodness, I couldn't have enough executives. I can't wait till I get another one. My goodness, let's just get this thing going. But the truth of the matter is, do you realize that if you get somebody to bronze leader, if you get the bronze leader, it won't matter how hard you think this business is, the money's going to be good enough that you're never going to walk away. And your team members who are leaders are going to be making too much money to walk away. And we need to get people to where they are making too much money to walk away from this company. The point is, are you leaving them or just getting comfortable with the fact that they're sitting at that title they're sitting at, and you're not doing anything to help them move forward, or you're not showing them what the money could be if they moved up? Where are you failing yourself, your business, and your team? I guess that's what I have to ask you. Isn't it amazing all the bronze and silver and gold ambassadors that we have? And we do not see the move up of bronze leader and above. Why is that? Or we're seeing, you know, do you realize that only in the sales part of this business, do you realize that only 10% of representatives are PC and above in sales? 10%. I didn't say 10%. It's even less for honor society. Honor society, I think out of that, you know, I think you see like 5% honor society, 3% rose circle, and McConnell and above, we're talking, I think, less than 1%. Less than 1%. I have to wonder, why is that? I'm not saying y'all got to run out and be McConnell. Hey, that's a lot of work. Ask Tim. Ask Tim Brown. He'll tell you how much work that is. It's a lot of work. But I bet Tim Brown will tell you those trips are worth it every single year. I bet he will tell you that those cruises, I bet he will tell you that those incentives where you can win money, I bet he will tell, oh my goodness, I bet he will tell you. Because every time he on the beach with me, every time we are eating some fabulous dinner at one of these trips, somebody say, is it worth it? It's worth it. It's worth it. Oh my goodness, it's worth it. If you have a dream and you want to get to that dream, you got to figure out, first of all, what you truly want. And I'm talking about when December 31st hits, what are the next 365 days of your life going to look like? What are the next 365 days of your business going to look like? I mean, you know, can I get real? We talk about this all the time. Who the heck has a calendar and a planner? We've got a young lady out there right now who's making up beauty planners that are made up for Avon. I'm not saying, look, I'm not telling you to go out there and spend $38, whatever she's getting for them for those. If you have the money and you plan, because let me tell you something, whether you're spending $38 or whether you're spending $15.99, if you don't use them sons of guns, you know what? It don't matter what you pay for them. It's a waste of money all the way around. And I told Janae and Brenda and all the rest of them, if you don't have a calendar, can I be clear? You will never get where you want to go and stay there. You will never. Your life is disorganized or if you do not have a planner. I mean, I use my phone. I use my Google Calendar because that's the only way I can let Lee know what I'm doing and where we have to be. I use that. I have a calendar that sits on my desk where I keep personal birthdays and where I keep my bills and when my bills are due. And then, of course, I have a planner that talks about what I've got to do, when I've got Zoom meetings with my team, when I have to have faces-to-faces with my team, when I have the Onward calls to make sure I don't miss one with you. My family stuff goes in here first. Date night with Lee. What am I doing with my boys? Who do I have to take to a hospital next? Because I can work this business around my life, but I have to know what I'm doing or I'm going to be chasing my tail. And I don't care. You don't need some big fancy planner. If you can afford it and that's good for you, you do it. It's not what you have to have. You can have a cheap one, but the thing is, this is what, January, it's like losing weight. I know what Molly, it's December 21st and I got January's I got all my birthdays in for the year, Molly. I got them all in and okay, this is when my orders are due. It's all good. And January is done. And then about March when I'm checking, I'm like, where's your calendar? What are you doing? Well, yeah, it was in my car. Oh, when's the last time you put something in it? What do you mean you're delivering your order on a Tuesday? I thought you told me that Fridays were always your order day. You don't have a system for your customers? You don't, I'm sorry, Candy, you want to go again? Go ahead. Go ahead. Atta good boy. You don't want a system where your customers don't know when the order is coming, when they're getting their brochures. Well, what do you mean you miss sending out with campaign mailer? Don't you have it in your calendar when you know you have to have your campaign mailer book sent and paid for? What do you mean you missed that webinar that you said you wanted to listen to for Aspira, social media, whatever it is? You didn't have it in your calendar? Well, no, Molly, I just knew, no, but I bet you know what time you're getting on Facebook to see who's doing what and sharing your drama, don't you? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. The actions and understanding the actions of what it takes for this to be important to you. The actions are not difficult. It's not that anything I share with you is hard. It's deciding that it's important enough to you to go after the life that you want and know that this business could play a huge role in it. And to say, I'm going to make it important. And I'm going to build a customer base and I'm going to service my customers, not the first 3 campaigns, but 26 campaigns a year. I'm going to use every tool that Avon gives me. I'm going to incorporate any other tool that I can get my hands on to remind me. I am going to take part in calls to figure out what I'm missing. I am going to figure out, can I do an event? I'm going to step out and do something that scares me in this business. I'm going to put my kids and my family first and my husband first. And I know that I have all those other days to be slow, steady, consistent and make this important because I want to be an active role to change the life of my family. I want to change my state of being. I want to change my confidence level. I want to change the fact that people look at me and they go, wow, what happened to that person? Look at her now. Look at her go. She goes where she wants to go. She takes her kids to any movie that they want to see. She never struggles for the kids for their football uniforms. She talks to anybody. She doesn't let anything bother her. It is a work in process, but when you hit it willy-nilly whenever you want to, and suddenly it's not important today, it was only important 2 weeks ago, or when you heard Molly yell on a Friday night call about it, oh yeah, I got to get back to it. I'm on my game now, Molly. Here I go. Okay, that's fine, but you just lost 3 months. Yeah. See, you'll get off this call, you'll get off this live stream tonight, and tonight it will be important to you. If you're watching this on replay right now, you're going to be like, I'm fired up, boy. Yeah, boom, Molly's right. Go out Staples, go to Walmart, buy my calendar, get it set up, know what I got to do. I'm on the money. I'm going to use voice shot for I'm going to call my customers. I'm going to follow up. I'm going to talk to 3 people a week. I'm going to try to have 1 to 2 sign. I mean, I'm going to talk. Molly, I'm on my game. And then I'm going to have a call in February that says, where are you lacking from the last call of the year? And you're going to say, oh, dang, I think I got something to do that night. I'm not feeling too good. I don't think I'd be on the call. Whoo, I'm already feeling the hot flash right now of I did not follow through. I did not follow through. Most of the time, when something does not end the way you want it to end, it's the follow through. It starts with the follow up, but it starts with you following through. Molly, I see the potential of somebody on my team. She could be absolutely fabulous, but Molly, she doesn't see it. Then leave her the heck alone. You are missing 5 more people who are walking beside you on the sidewalk because you'd rather wait around for her to see her potential on your team because you're putting all your ducks, all your eggs in her basket because you're waiting for her, and she could be another 52 campaigns before she's ready or life changes for her to want what you think she's capable of. But you let all these people walk past you that you should be sharing with, and they may have come on board right away and said, man, this is exactly what I needed. This is what I wanted. But no, you're too busy listening to the person who said, I'm going to set the world on fire. I'm going to get it done. And you've been waiting for a year for her to set the world on fire and get it done, and she don't know how to light a match. That's the truth. Like it or not, that's the truth. You got to stop it. Slow and steady does not mean stay with that one person until they're ready. Molly, I got a customer one time. Molly, she used to buy $80 from me every campaign. And I know if I just keep calling her, Molly, I know she's going to spend $80. You're right, and you should follow up with her. But in the meantime, you have 180 books sitting on your wall, holding your wall up that you should have out there. You could be tossing them in driveways, hanging them on doors, having an event, making sure you put a recruiting flyer in it, and you could have 3 $50 orders from 3 new people instead of the one customer you're waiting for to buy $80 from you. Sound familiar? Molly, I don't know what's happened to my customers. I mean, Molly, it just like that. I was getting $300 worth of orders and they've just stopped. Molly, is it the books? They don't like the books. I don't know. Why are you worried about them right now? You follow up with them. Why aren't you consistently out there getting 2 or 3 new customers and sharing the brochure so that you never have to worry about that order? Because it's easier just to sit back and wait. Put your hood on. Act like a homie. And just sit back. Sit back and wait. Oh, I know it's coming to me. I'm not quite sure when it's coming, but I know it'll be here one day. I know it'll be here. Yeah, it's going to be there. And in the meantime, they're going to come for your car. They're going to cancel your insurance. They're going to cut your electric off. And your kid ain't never going to talk to you because you promised them tennis shoes, and now you can't buy them because you sat around waiting for the person you thought was going to perform, for the person you thought was going to buy. If you're seeing the same thing, if this is how you see 2018, just go ahead and write those chapters out right now. Oh, I did a number to my hair, didn't I? Oh my gosh. Go ahead. Just go ahead and write your life out right now, because insanity is getting ready to revisit you because you're doing the same thing. The same thing. Y'all are too busy being catty on Onward, talking about what this person did to this representative or this person did to here. I mean, look, I appreciate the conversation of, this girl did this, and that's not really being a good representative. And I'm sitting here thinking, so we're going to sit here for an hour, and we got 398 comments talking about somebody who probably ain't even going to be a representative in a month. And we're going to talk about how bad she is instead of getting out there showing everybody what a good representative really does. And how when you don't get caught up in all that drama, let it go, baby. Let it go. You are holding yourself back because you're holding on to what everybody's doing that you don't like. Everybody's always trying to wrong you. Everybody's always trying to take a sale from you. Everybody's always trying to take a recruit from you. I mean, it must be horrible being you and knowing that just everybody's got it in for you. Oh, is that your life? Sounds like your thought pattern is the same over and over and over and over and over. And how is that going for you? Are you getting gray hairs? Are you getting dizzy? I know you guys laugh at me. I know. I get it. I'm funny. Funny looking sometimes, especially with the hair. I get it. I don't know, maybe I do it to catch your attention, to say, do you in any way, so that it doesn't look really bad, see yourself in this? It's real easy for us to get caught up in this. It's real easy for us to say, it's his fault. My husband doesn't support me. He says that this little Avon thing is costing me more than I'm making. Okay, probably is. Yeah, probably is. Everybody thinks just because I did 5 other businesses before Avon that I'm not serious. They probably do think that. So you're going to get stuck on what they think, or are you going to get busy proving them wrong? For so long in my life, nobody believed in me. That's not a new story. It's not a new story to know that the people who you figure should be your most supportive people don't support you. They laugh at you. They laugh behind your back. They make fun of you and then say, oh, I'm just kidding. They buy from Walmart before they'll buy from you. Because Lord knows if they buy from you, it could mean that you could actually eventually be successful. And God knows they've already said you can't be. I'm not so angry with them. I'm more angry at the fact that I spent so much time trying to prove to them that it was going to be different. I am so sad that I wasted so much time trying to get the approval of people I put on a pedestal of my own doing, instead of figuring out that I wanted something different, and I really didn't give a rat's ass who cared what I wanted to do. that I was going to do it. And if you chose to support me, great. And if not, you are one person, and there are a million other people out there who will support me and love what I'm doing. Sharing the downside and the hurtful things and the darkest moments of my life in business and in life with you all. I keep telling myself 13 years later that it's going to get easier to do that and I'm going to feel better about it, you know? And I don't. Oh, I keep sharing it. You saw my post the other day on my wall where I was talking about liars, because I'm getting a whole lot of that in my life right now. A bunch of liars. Hate liars. Can't stand it. But there are a lot of liars out there. But I realize I'm not the only one who deals with them. And, you know, sometimes some of my closest friends will say, I don't get why you share the stuff that you share sometimes. I mean, some of them say, I couldn't do that. And I'm like, that's completely okay. It's not your thing. But sometimes I need to feel okay with me and know that it's okay to say, just because I may be in the top 100 and in a great company, and that my team rocks it like nothing else, and that I'm making more money now than I have ever made in my entire life at 54 years old. But there are still things that are going on in my life. Just because that happened, do you think my husband's getting his sight back? Do you think that Lee's eye disease is just going away, or that I'm okay with that because I've reached some place in Avon that puts me in a place where you all look up to me? Do you think it ever made my dad's relationship better with him? Think he ever saw what it was that I accomplished? No. Do you think it ever made me feel good about the people that I lost in my life? Do you think that because that happened, that people quit betraying me? Do you think because that happened that the bad things don't happen anymore? I'm telling you, the more successful you get, the more people try to take advantage of you. It's just a huge learning experience for me. The people will hug you to your face, and they will talk crap about you consistently behind your back. But now I've figured out, if they're talking about me, they're leaving somebody else alone. And God has given me big enough shoulders to say, I can handle the tough stuff. Doesn't mean I don't cry over it. It doesn't mean I don't get pissed off sometimes. It doesn't mean that I want to shut down the group and say, I can't handle all this responsibility. I've always got people looking at me. They're always watching how I handle things. They're always wanting to know what I think about what Avon's doing in business. You know what I say? What you see is what you get. I'm not hiding or playing any games with anybody here. It's not happening. I may not be voicing 100% what I'm happy with or not happy with in life, but I know one thing. I don't hide well, and if I'm unhappy, people around me know it.
Amen.
But I am not going to let that crap keep me down. And I am not going to let it cheat me out of the business that I have tried to build, that Lee and I are putting together every single day. And every time we think we have every hole filled in our team, everything filled in our base, and we catch a little hole, and there goes the dirt, and there goes the sand. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we got to fill that hole. We got to figure out what's going on there. Oh, what's happening here? It does not come easy, people. It does not. Life happens, business happens. But I love this company. I love this company. As pissed off as I get, I love this company. I love it with everything in me. I am passionate about the representative. So when I say I love this company, it's you. You're what makes this company. You. That I see myself and so many of you struggling, and you're where I was at 10 years ago, 7 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 days ago, 2 hours ago. We're not so different. Well, some of us are different because some of you are crazy and I'm not crazy, okay? Some of you are over the top weird. It's okay. I love you, but I'm not over the top weird. Sometimes with Lee I am, but not all the time. Okay, just saying. So don't be angry about that. I'm just, it's all good. We all had it moments. We all had it moments. You are it. I need you to get it right in 2018. I don't care. Look, 26 is coming, double dollars. Campaign 1 is coming, double dollars. Now, I'm not going to lie. You know I'm not a fan of double dollars. I feel like it is a false positive. Every year that I made President's Club or above, I did it without double dollars. Because when I was selling $10,000 worth of products, I made money. When I was selling $20,000 worth of products, I made money. And when I was selling $38,000 worth of products, I was making money, and there were no dang double dollars. Every bit of it I worked for every day. Avon didn't give me anything. I sold every product. I collected every dollar. My commission was what it was. I live by it. I love it. I hate double dollars. I get it's going to help a lot of you keep your 40 and 25%. I challenge you to say, for the first time ever, get your ass out there and work your business and do $10,000 or more without this double dollar stuff that they give us to help save you. Everybody does not deserve a trophy. You will be surprised at the extra money you will make if you do it all by selling every dollar and not Avon giving you all this double and extra stuff, because you still walk away no matter what saying, I didn't really make the money I thought I would. I guess not, because you know, like $4,000 of that sale you didn't make no money on. They just gave you the number. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. I challenge you, make a plan. We're going to be talking about it all year long. We're going to be talking about it through the month of December in my live streams. I've already talked about it in so many YouTubes. Instead of watching me on my YouTubes and laughing and making you feel better about yourself because I'm being goofy and laughing at myself, why don't you take the lesson and apply it? Apply it to your business. Apply it to your life. Let go of the people and the things that make you struggle. Hold on to the people who support you. For the first time ever, pick yourself up off the ground. Stop waiting for somebody else to pick you up. Quit waiting for the team member that you want to perform and go out and get more. Quit waiting for the customers who used to buy from you all the time. Go out and get more. Get those books knock the dust off of them. Put a label on them. Go out there with a notepad and a pencil, or get the shuffle app or whatever it is you're going to do. Go out there and hand them and follow up and be the business person you say you want to be. Not be your own boss, but quit trying to be everybody else's boss. And by the way, while I'm on the subject, quit trying to be everybody's boss in Onward too. Onward's my job. Me and Lee are the boss. Okay. 2 chiefs, rest of you engines. Quit trying to boss everybody around. That's not nice. Jesus, take the wheel. Y'all need to go to church. You need Jesus. Okay? So you need to quit trying to be the boss. Be your own boss. Okay?
I'm asshole enough for everybody.
That's right. Lee's asshole enough for everybody. I didn't say it. He said it, but we know it's true. So, I know I'm going to talk to you before. A couple things, and then we'll let you go. Don't forget, we have the Christmas card thing out there, okay? So in Onward, all you got to do is put in the search box. You can't find it, Christmas card. I keep trying to bump it up. You put your name on the list. You're responsible for the person above you and below you. You have to give them a card. I mean, I'm not keeping track, but if you want to be honest and not be a liar, because I don't like liars, and send those 2 people a card. Anybody else that you want to, too. This can be a lot of fun. I know all the groups are doing it. Doesn't mean you got to do them in every group, but if you're participating in Onward, please do that. I have gotten so many cards here. I've only opened a few of them. So that you know, something I started today on my personal page, and my page is public, so it doesn't matter. If you're not my friend, you can still look at my page. I have labeled an album called Christmas Cards 2017, and you all know that I'm in the process of putting a cookbook together. And what I'm going to do is 7 is my magic number, my favorite number, and I am going to be drawing, for every card that I get, I am going to be drawing 7 people on Christmas Day, and I am going to be sending you a package of my baked goodies to your house. So if I get a card from you, you're going to be entered into a raffle. 7 of you are going to get my goodies. And I get some good goodies. You can ask Lee. They really, really good. So I just wanted to tell you that. So make sure you're watching. I'm also trying to see how many cards I get from each state. You know me. I just love Christmas. I'm trying to make it fun. So don't forget to go follow me on my Facebook page. Hit that follow button. If you're not my friend, just hit the follow button so you don't miss anything, okay? I wish all of you a Merry Christmas. We gonna talk again. Don't stress out. Don't start sweating and all that stuff and crying and think we ain't gonna see each other again. We are. But Merry Christmas to you. Go out there, work your business the next couple of campaigns that you have, those who have orders to go in before Christmas. Make this count, okay? And start preparing for 2018 so you can hit the ground running in that time that you're not delivering those orders. Make your goals, share your goals, and tag me in Onward. I want to hear about them. I don't private message me. I have 498 private messages. I don't get to very many of them, believe me. Tag me in the Onward group. Tell me what your goals are, and then keep me posted as to how you're doing that. What are your goals for 2018? We can do that, baby. That's a good idea. Me and Lee, matter of fact, I'll probably start it. Lee will tell me how to word it. May start a post about what's your goals. We're not going to do it right away. We'll do it this weekend. I want you to think about your goals for 2018. And by the way, if you are a, and this is for 2018, if you are a star promoter and you tell me you want to be platinum at the end of 2018, I'm going to delete your post. Just stop it. Just stop it. You crazy, weird individual. Just stop it. That is not going to happen. That is beyond no. That's not happening. Realistic goals, what you want, sales, your life. It doesn't have to even be business. Tell me what you want. And then what I want you to tell me is, and why is that goal important to you? What are you trying to do, accomplish with those goals? Because sometimes that's what makes it real to you, okay? So I know Lee has a massively turned into one of my favorite songs. So if you're not on the call, you might want to switch over and get on the call. He's going to play a couple of songs for you. I love you guys. I know it's a little bit tough on you tonight. I hope you still love me for it. You know you needed it, okay? A big old butt slapping, get your head back in the game and out of your butt type thing. That's what you needed. So love you guys. Merry Christmas. We'll talk soon. Have a great weekend. See you later.
Thanks for listening, guys. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We're going. Same thing. Thanks for listening.